So let me welcome Vinay Bajaj, who is a mindfulness coach, a transformation coach, and I'm sure our audience is going to get a lot of value from the insights provided by Vinay Bajaj. Welcome, Vinay. So let me first ask you a few questions. I know I have seen your website, and I know you have been practicing, you have transformed quite a few lives. So let the audience hear something more about you, how you started on this journey, because I see that you are an IT professional to change from IT to mindfulness and then transforming lives. That's a great thing that you are doing. But what is the reason why you have changed yourself into this different line, which is all about mindfulness and transforming lives? Can you give the audience uh, reasons for your change, and what is it that you are getting right now with all these changes that you have achieved in your life and in the lives of other people?
Perfect.
Go
Thank
ahead.
you. Thank you so much for inviting me, for having me there on this live. Uh, so, everyone asks me this question first and foremost: why did you leave IT? I mean, IT is the hot thing right now, and then at this point of time, you left IT and went into another thing. So, one thing I want everyone to know is IT kitna bhi hot ho, coaching is the real hot thing right now. Unless if you don't know it, there are even celebrities trying to become coaches now, but that was never my reason. uh, I was not aligned with IT. I went through my schooling system just like any middle class boy does. Good marks goes to science, good marks takes engineering, got placement, went to a job, all of that. So that's a normal story everyone knows about. But I never felt aligned with what I was doing in the IT industry, and I somewhere thought that my strengths are not being utilized to the fullest. And another reason was I was feeling like I was doing too much and I was getting too little in terms of payment, in terms of appreciation, in terms of acknowledgement. Because since the last 6 7 years I've been on this amazing journey of learning. I've learned so many things I can't even keep count of it. I've read hundreds of books, and all of this made me understand that we need to value ourselves. And I was not really feeling valued in my IT job. And like I said, I never liked coding. IT is all about coding, right? And after the first 4 5 years itself, I took a chance. I took a leap of faith, and I asked in my company, "Can I lead a team? I don't want to code." And thankfully, a leader had just left, so I filled in his spot. And out of 13 years of experience, I only coded for like 4 5 years. After that, I was in a leadership role already. But the corporate line of working didn't match with mine. There were instances where I was asked to lie, downright lie on my CV. I was asked to lie in interviews. That did not align with me. So that's why there came a point where I got frustrated and I left my job. And then I went back to the same job in 3 months because I did not have anything in my hand. I did not understand what to do. So I went back. And then, but I was very sure that now I have to plan for the long term, and I have to leave, let's say, in 5 years, 6 years, whenever. And then I started working on myself. Every weekend I started thinking what I can do, what I can do, what I can do. And every weekend, even my travel time was 1.5 2 hours one side to office. All the time I was studying, all the time I was learning skills. So that then gave me a chance to prepare. And I took a good 5 6 years to prepare myself for this. I got my finances in place so that I was not shaken when I left. I even took care of that. And then finally, I was procrastinating, to be honest, because the money was good, it was coming in. I was not really taking any action to move into coaching. But then something happened. One of my cousins, who was younger than me, passed away in an accident. And that really made me realize life is too short. We don't know when it's going to end. And I don't want to end my life with a feeling that I could have done better. I don't want to end it with a
Mm.
feeling that this is not what I wanted to do, and I never did what I wanted to do. So
Okay.
like they said, when the student is ready, the master appears. So within 15 days of that incident, I came across Siddharth Rajsekar, and Then the rest is history. I came into his community and I have been working on my coaching ever since. And why mindfulness is because I've been practicing these things for like 9, 10 years, and I've seen a major shift in my own life. And I used to talk to friends, I used to guide them with respect to meditations and all, and I saw a difference happening in even in their lives. So I thought, why not go ahead and teach this to others? Because
mm,
a few things like procrastination, stress, anxiety, all of this is bothering everyone. There's
mm,
not one person who doesn't have overwhelm, who doesn't have stress. And what I saw was in the working sector, since I was in IT, I saw in the working sector, people were not really thinking outside this box that they were in. And
mm.
they weren't even noticing the kind of problems they were facing because of these stress issues, anxiety issues, health issues, basically. So I really wanted to fix that. And that's what I'm doing now.
From coder to a coach. Wow, wow. Yeah. So I just want to say that I have also been in the IT industry for quite a long time, and I really understand and appreciate what you are talking about. Like, they are definitely, they are stressed because not only their job, their family life also suffers. The reason being that the expectation is very high from the business who asks IT setup to do certain things for
Mm.
them. So
Mm.
definitely yes. Now let us hear something about this mindfulness that you are talking about. What is it all about, and how or in what way you train your coaches on mindfulness?
Sure,
How is
sure.
it that you offer them to them? Yeah.
Sure. So, if you ask anyone the definition of mindfulness, what people would usually say is being present in the moment. That's it. That's what people say. That's what people think it is. But it's a lot more than that. Mindfulness means thinking through any action, any decision that you are taking, thinking through without
Mm,
being influenced only by the outside world, without hearing someone else do it and going and doing it, thinking whether
mm,
you need this, why you need this, and how you are going to go about it. So I have seen my students, I have seen many other friends in my life who have, gone on and purchased the car just because someone else purchased the car. And
mm,
even when I was purchasing my home where I'm living right now, my parents were like, we don't have parking here. I told them I
mm,
don't want a car.
mm.
I was clear. I don't want a car. It's just because someone else has it, I don't want it. So this is the kind
Right.
of thoughtfulness one should have. And to get there, one needs to introspect on a daily basis. Only and only then
So
can you really understand who you are and what you need.
So, what all you offer as a part of your coaching, like mindfulness, it encompasses many things. I've already heard about many, many things, and I also practice gratitude. So, what are those components that you think people should incorporate in their life or practice on a regular basis so that they achieve what you are saying, that they will be
Hmm.
in the moment? Yeah, what all are
Perfect.
those
Perfect.
components that you can speak about?
So to make it easy and so that people don't get scared about how many things are supposed to be done, I call it a game of mindfulness. Game is gratitude, affirmations, meditation, exercise. And exercise doesn't mean going to the gym or doing yoga. Exercise can be anything. You just need to move your body and generate some energy out of it. That's the basic exercise. Gratitude, like you said, is the first step. If you want to really transform your life, that's the first step where you need to start acknowledging what you already have.
Yeah.
Affirmations are more for the subconscious mind where you need to change your beliefs over time. You need to work on themselves. That's not a short term game. And meditation is one thing that I've been doing for over 20 years now. And I have seen the kind of stability it brings in me. I have seen the kind of clarity it gives me whenever I'm stuck in a problem. I go into meditation just 10, 15, 20 minutes. Most of the times I get an answer on the same day. Sometimes it takes 1 or 2 days to get that answer, but it helps. So these are the core things that I talk about, but it's not all. One should be, like I said, introspecting every day. So you need to journal on a daily basis. And what I do is I help people keep track of everything. I help
Mm.
people keep track of how their health is going, how their wealth is going, how their career is going. I basically have an energy tracker formula which helps them track their energies in all 5 areas of life. And one thing on top of that, which I did after I started my coaching business, I understood that people need handholding. Just
Hmm.
after teaching them, they are not going to go ahead and do the habits. So what I
Hmm.
started was, I started a morning session at 6 a.m. with my community, and every day for half an hour we connect and we just practice these habits. So that keeps
Okay.
people in the loop. That keeps people doing. And I also make them track, like I said, they track their energy. I even make them track their habits. And I give them challenges like a 7 day challenge, 21-day challenge, 90-day challenge. Let's see who is able to take that habit for so many days.
Okay, but do they come out of it? By certain people drop off after some time, and if they
They
drop
do.
off, what is the reason that you see why they drop off, and how you bring them back on track?
The major reason people drop off is something happening in their personal life which is out of their control. Someone passing away in the family, someone being hospitalized. These are the major reasons that I've seen. Other reasons could be someone who is not aligned with the process that I'm teaching. They definitely get overwhelmed seeing 6 7 habits to be done on a daily basis. They don't understand there is just 1 hour a day, but they might not align because not everyone is aligned in energy. They might not align, so they will drop off. People who drop off because of personal reasons, I make sure to keep following up with them, and when that reason is sorted, they do come back. Those who don't align, I don't even bother like going after them and bringing them back. And apart from this, this is what people connect directly with the mindfulness aspect. But I also teach them about goal setting, priority management, routine planning, because I honestly believe until and unless you have thought your things through, and until and unless you keep coming back to it every month or two, then you are not really knowing where you're going.
Hmm.
And to know how much progress you've made, you need to track things. Even your goals need to be reviewed every month at least. Where am I with respect to my big goal, with respect to my short term goals? So apart from all of this, I even teach them these priority management, etc., clarity techniques. And on top of that, I've also learned some healing techniques which I also teach them, because sometimes everything is going well. I mean, you are doing everything you're supposed to do, but on energy level you're not able to do it. I even go into EFT, I even go into chakra healing, so that if there's something within that you are not able to overcome with your conscious mind, you go ahead and heal that.
See, I also have read The Secret and Magic and practiced that. But I would like you to explain a little bit more about this gratitude technology or gratitude journaling, the way you say the gratitude to the audience who's listening to it. Because definitely, being gratitude, being in the mood of gratitude is something which is going to really transform your life, change your life. There are a lot many case studies of people practicing, but when you think about it, it's just okay, I'm grateful. So what is so great about it? Let the audience know about it, the power of gratitude.
Perfect. Thank you. That's an excellent question, by the way. Uh, See, you have to understand that even your relationship with the universe is like any other relationship. So, let's say you have a spouse, okay? And if you are and doing for your spouse, giving your 100%, and then your spouse never acknowledges it or never appreciates it, what would happen? You'll you'll push yourselves, but finally you'll get disheartened, right? Okay, my efforts are not getting noticed, this person is not valuing what I'm doing, and then eventually you reduce what you're doing, and there comes a point when you are like, okay, okay, let them live their life, I will live my life, right? Just like this relationship, we have a relationship with the universe. And the universe, whether you consider it true or not, but if you think about it, you will find it, the universe has given you so many things without you even asking. And the universe keeps giving, it keeps giving, it keeps giving. And then if we on the other side of this relationship are not thankful, if we don't acknowledge what the universe is giving us, if we don't appreciate what is coming in our life, then at some point of time, even the universe is like, okay, you see what's happening in your life, I'll go give it to someone who appreciates it. And that's what happens. That's why so many people, in spite of putting so much effort, are not able to succeed, because they are missing that one link, that they are not really acknowledging what they have in their life,
Right. Yeah.
right?
So I understand that, and I have been practicing gratitude. To be very frank with you, when I was working, I was not aware of all these things. But when I started reading about all these successful people, and when I came into the coaching industry, I realized the power of gratitude. And from that day, I've been practicing or writing it every day. But now, tell me one thing: when you are on travel and you are not actually having that paper how does one practice or write that gratitude statement that you are generally writing? You pay gratitude to many things, even the air that we breathe, anything for that matter. You start appreciating it, and whatever you appreciate, it appreciates in your life. I understand that. So, how do people who are always on the move, not able to be, stuck to one place because of their job or any reasons, how do they practice? What is your advice on that?
So one thing is, it's not about what you write, it's about what you feel. Writing is just to bring that feeling up. So you can
Right.
do it on pen and paper, which is the best way of doing it, because our hand and our mind are really, really connected. If you can't do it on pen and paper, let's say if you are traveling, everyone has a smartphone now. Smartphone has a notes app, or there are apps which even let you journal. Go ahead and put that in your journal. If you are, let's say, if you are traveling in a train and you are not even sitting, you can't even take out your phone. What is stopping you from looking around and really feeling that, oh my god, this is such an amazing thing? It's never about what you write. I keep telling this to everyone who meets me, to all my students, that if you are writing 10 things every day, and if you are not feeling it, that those 10 things are wasted. It's not about writing, it's about really, really feeling in your body, in your energy, feeling that I'm really, really grateful that I have these things in my life. And you will only be able to feel that when you look at the flip side of the world. People who don't even have food to eat, people who don't even have a home to live. There are so many things that we've been given, that all of us have, that we take for granted. So I
Right.
always ask people to start with things they are taking for granted, because that's where the real magic lies. If you're taking your,
Right.
let's say, your internet connection for granted, and it
Huh.
goes off, let's say, in this live call, how much it bothers, right? It suddenly brings up a lot of anxiety feelings. So sometimes be grateful about your internet, that it is letting you do all of
Right.
this.
Correct, correct. Yeah, definitely. I know what I do is I have recorded on my mobile in a WhatsApp group where I am the only member, and whenever I'm traveling, I listen to the gratitude. Of course, this is another way that you are saying is you can just look at things and feel. So I think I'm sure the audience will take this point and understand that it's not just writing; it is also all about feeling gratitude to the universe, to Almighty, who has given so many wonderful things to us. Now, let me ask you something on affirmations. That is one of the ways that you can achieve anything in life. That is what I have understood. So, what is the correct way of saying affirmations, or can you explain that so that the audience will be able to understand? Because my audience is generally those who want to achieve their goals, and your audience is basically those who want to know more about all these practices. So please explain how proper affirmations are to be done for the audience to benefit from your insights, your learnings, and whatever you coach to other people. Go ahead.
Perfect. So affirmations are basically statements that you make. I won't say write. Statements that you make, that you utter, that you listen to, that you read. It can be anything. Okay. And these statements are written in a positive present tense, as if something is already done. And even after writing it, reading it, listening to it, if you are not feeling that it is done, it's of no use. You can keep doing it for 10 years, nothing will happen. That's my guarantee. But if you do it with feeling, and if you keep doing it, see, there's one thing that I've understood: the timeline is never in our hands. We can set goals, we can set timelines for it to keep ourselves on track. But when that will be achieved is not completely in our hands. What we can do is take action, what we can do is prepare. And even with affirmations, many people prepare affirmations and they practice it every day. And let's say within a week, 10 days, 2 weeks, they say, "Arey, nothing is happening. What's the point?" All of your effort of 2 weeks is gone. The minute you say nothing is happening, all the effort is gone. Affirmations are basically for you to keep doing until you achieve it. And you will only create affirmations for things that are that important, that you really, really, really want in your life. And there are different ways of doing it because everyone learns in a different way. Some are auditory learners, some are visual learners, some like kinesthetic feel. So write your affirmations, record your affirmations in your own voice, listen to your affirmations, um, read your affirmations once you've written them. Try all of these things and see what is working for you. There's no one thing that works for everyone.
But with feeling, right? That is
With feel
important. Full feeling and emotional. Yeah,
the
right.
the basic idea of mindfulness is this, and this was said by Gautam Buddha 2000 years ago. Okay, what you think you become. So first, change your thoughts. What you feel you attract. Change your feeling. What you imagine you create, which is why visualization is another very important practice where you are consciously creating something in the future that doesn't exist yet, and everything that was created was first visualized in the mind. You can
Mm.
go read about all the inventors of history, all the creators of history. They first had that idea in their mind. And if you're not thinking properly, if you're not feeling the feelings that you're supposed to feel, like positive feelings, then you'll not attract it. And honestly, many people ask me, like, how do I go about manifesting? This is another question that comes. So you are always manifesting. It's just that you've been paying attention to the wrong things. So you've been manifesting the wrong things.
So yeah, I have read about this visualization in Jack Canfield Success Principles also. You explain just in few sentences what people have to do to visualize success, to visualize what they want or manifest things in their life.
So
Explain about visualization.
visualization
Yeah.
is actually the simplest technique, but it's also the most complicated because people don't understand how to do it. So when you are visualizing, first thing, your actual visionary senses should be off. Your eyes should be closed. Otherwise, you
Yes.
can't visualize because you are paying attention to what's around you. Go inside to do some deep breathing for, let's say, 2 3 minutes. Really get into the feeling, and then start to visualize what the end result is. Let's say someone's goal is getting to 65 kgs. So start visualizing yourself standing on a weight scale, looking down and seeing the number 65. That is how visualization works. When you have the clear end result in your mind and you keep playing it over and over and over again, and it doesn't happen overnight, it doesn't happen maybe in a week, you don't know when it will happen. But the idea is to tell the universe that this is what I want, and I'm spending time on it, I'm spending energy on it. This is what I want. Until you give it to me, I'm not going back. Only then will affirmations, visualization, everything work for you, when you don't give up until you get there.
So, Vinay, you spoke something about, you internally you take it and you probably you get it into the subconscious mind, right? So, what is it all about subconscious mind? Why is it that we don't understand? So I have also heard our, thinkers telling that you just visualize it or get it into your subconscious mind in the night, and subconscious mind will work on it and will help you to achieve it in the morning. One thing that I have noted is if I want to get up at 5 o'clock, I have that intention in my mind and I generally wake up. Maybe I have slept at 2 o'clock in the night also, but I wake up at 5 in the morning because that is what I want. I don't want to miss the flight or whatever reason be. Can you explain a little bit more about the subconscious mind so that people also understand how you can achieve results by tuning your subconscious mind or getting it into the subconscious mind so that it leads you, or it, I know that it is just a slave, it's not the master, right? It's the slave which, so explain a little bit more about the subconscious mind so that people will understand that.
Can I share an analogy here? So, uh, everyone has watched Mahabharat. Most of the people have watched Mahabharat. So, we've all seen that there's a rath on which Arjun is going for the war, and Lord Krishna is his chariot, right? Lord Krishna is your subconscious mind. It knows everything. It already knows everything, and it is doing everything without you even knowing it. Like when we are talking right now, we are not consciously breathing, but the breathing is going on. That's taken care of by the subconscious mind. Its major job is to keep you safe, is to keep you alive. Okay. Now, does Lord Krishna not know everything? He knows everything, but he still waits for Arjun to give commands. Where are we supposed to go next? What are we supposed to do next? So that's your conscious mind. Lord Krishna is subconscious, Arjun is your conscious mind. So with your conscious mind, using gratitude, using affirmations, using visualization, you are supposed to give it commands. And you are supposed to give it commands in a way that it remembers. And the way why people say do it at night, do it in the morning is very simple. It's something that's connected to more to science, because science has proven that your subconscious mind at the end of the day deletes things that it thinks are not important to you. So
Hmm.
when at that point of time you are giving it specific instructions, it understands, acha, this is very important, and then it
Hmm.
doesn't delete it. Otherwise, things
Hmm.
get deleted from your conscious mind. They go and they are stored somewhere in your subconscious mind. You don't know. Sometime later in your life, they may come up. But if you keep consciously putting attention to what you want, to having that, then you are telling your subconscious mind, this is very, very important. Don't delete this memory. This is what happens on a cellular level.
Okay, okay. Okay, Vinay, so you have given a lot of insights into mindfulness practices. Now, as a person who's coaching people on achieving goals and achieving success, I would like to know what are the three tips that you can provide to the audience so that they are able to achieve their goals, whatever, in whichever area, whether it is health, wealth, relationship, career, or your own personal development. What is the three tips that you can give to people so that they can follow it on a regular basis to achieve success in whatever they are intending to do or achieve their goals?
So, first is, please be crystal clear on your goal. Many people don't achieve
In
it because they don't know what they want. That's the first
clarity,
mistake.
clarity and intention. Clarity.
Clarity and intention.
Yes.
Be very clear what you want. Then one thing I do, which I've learned from Dean Graziosi, is going 7 levels deep and finding why you want it. Because many
Purpose.
people just say, I want a big home. Why? I want a
Hmm.
car. Why? I want to have a kid. Why? You need to have
Hmm.
that reason clear. Only then, your subconscious mind will support you in going for it. And the third thing, I think everyone knows this, but this is the most common mistake. People give up too soon. Things take time. If your
Persistence.
goal is clear, persistence. If your goal is clear and if you are clear about why you want it, then why do you want to stop? Let's say it takes you, if you've kept a deadline of 1 year, let's say it takes you 3 years. Is it not worth it? If it's worth it, don't
Hmm.
stop. The minute you stop, there's only one outcome, that you won't achieve it. But if you keep going, there's only one outcome, that you will eventually achieve it.
Yeah. So clarity, intention, clarity, purpose, and persistence, right?
Persistence. Yeah.
Persistence or
Yeah.
resilience, right? So thank you, Vinay, for giving our audience uh, great insights on mindfulness. I'm sure the audience would have loved it. I would like the audience to put whether they attended live or they have heard this after the recording. So thank you very much. I'm sure people would have got a lot of insights, and I want to thank you from the bottom of my heart for coming on this session and giving insights on mindfulness, all the habits, how they have to do that, how they can achieve their results. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you very much for inviting me. Really means a lot. Thank you.